Hi friends, Shawnee here. Welcome to Cook Classy. Today I'm going to be making a blueberry crumb muffin. Instead of making a standard size muffin, we're going to be making jumbo size. So 6 jumbos opposed to 12 standard size. So let's get started with our crumb topping. So what I have here is a stick of unsalted butter, which I have melted. I'm going to add to that a cup of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I'm just going to take a fork and I'm going to mix these all together. So this will be our crumb topping for our blueberry muffins. And when I'm done with this, I'm just going to set it aside, and then I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. And we're going to start working on that batter. So this crumb topping is all set. Good to go. So I'm simply going to set it aside, and I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. So it's time to make our batter. I have 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which is at room temperature. I'm going to add and cream together with 3/4 cup of sugar. I'm doing this old school. No KitchenAid today. Now my oven is preheated to 375. And I'm just going to mix this until it's creamed. And then what I'm going to do is I have 2 eggs, and I'll be adding 1 egg at a time, and I'll mix it. So in with the first egg. Make sure it's completely incorporated before you add your second egg, which I will right now. Now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to take my 2 cups of all-purpose flour, my 1 teaspoon of salt, and my 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm going to mix them together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients. And then after this is mixed together, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Yeah, KitchenAids are great. It's almost coming together like a dough, so we really need those wet ingredients added. So in with the milk, a 1/2 cup, and the 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now this has become a smooth batter. Now what I'm going to do is I have 2 cups of blueberries, which I rinsed and I dried completely. And I took a 1/2 cup and I have it in reserve because that's going to be for the top after I put my crumb mixture on top. But One tip that you can do to ensure that your blueberries don't sink to the bottom of your muffins is to take about a tablespoon of flour, add your blueberries, and give them a good toss. Make sure that they're all dusted with that flour. So when they're baking, what happens is, because you've done this, they're suspending in that batter and they won't fall to the bottom. So I've added my blueberries and I'm folding them in to make sure that they're completely incorporated and as even as possible so that all that batter gets some of those blueberries. And now that I've done that, it's time to fill our muffin tins. So I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna be using 6 jumbo muffin tins instead of 12 standard size. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't have jumbo size liners, I use 5x5 pieces of parchment paper, which I've cut out, and I put them in each one. It actually gives it a nice rustic look, and I like that. Now, you don't have to use parchment or a liner. You could just put the batter into a well-oiled slot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a scoop, and I'm not really concerned about the size of the scoop. What I'm concerned about is filling each muffin tin 3/4 of the way full. So, get that in there. And I'm gonna do a liner at a time. And I'm gonna run through here and do a scoop for each one. And then when I come back, I'll do another scoop. I want to use all my batter evenly. There we go. 2 more. This way, when you go back and do your second scoop, your liners will be held down by the weight of that batter. Now all I need to do is go back and do another scoop. And if you feel like you put too much in another one, take it out and even them out. There we go, perfect. So now that I have that done, I can get my crumb topping. But before I do that, I'm gonna take my blueberries and I'm gonna press them down on the top of each one. Now it's time for the crumb topping, and pile it up high. And the nice thing about these parchment liners is it'll kind of hold that crumb in, so it won't be falling everywhere. These look great. And don't be shy with it, really pile it on. And now that I have all of them done, I'm gonna pop these in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and we're gonna check them and make sure that when we put a toothpick in them, they come out clean. So I just took these beauties out of the oven. They cook for a solid 25 minutes, and they are smelling amazing. They're golden brown on the top and crumbly, and I can't wait to try them. If you like this video and my other videos, subscribe to my channel, give me a like, let me know what you think in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.